What's up guys, Triple C here. In today's video I want to talk about the latest gigantic fuck up from Rockstar. A lot of you guys probably know this. To the racers, some might not be aware of this. I quickly touched on this subject in the previous video. But with the airplane DLC, Rockstar literally broke thousands or tens of thousands of capture jobs. I'm right here in one of my broken wingsuit jobs, but it doesn't matter if it's a wingsuit, if it's a capture, GTA content, raid, whatever. If it's just on the ground in the city, what happens is where you set your respawn areas, like in mine here for example, because it's a wingsuit, I got the two teams up here on the platform and then they have to jump down. Team 1 is the blue sphere here where they respawn, and Team 2 is the orange one. But all these respawn areas don't work anymore, so the game will just spawn the players. Look, we're over here, over the water, near the docks in the airport. If you look on the mini-map, this is where the capture is located. But in all these jobs, like, it doesn't matter if it's a wingsuit or if it's in the desert or if it's on the ground or in the air, it doesn't matter. What happens now, players will respawn at the center of the world map, which is somewhere here. You can also see that in races, for example, if you go under the map. I blend in a quick shot of that, but there's a checkpoint here under the map which shows a value of -1 normally. And this is where the center of the world map is. So yeah, quickly I just went into one of my races and just went under the map. Basically this is where the center of the world map is. It used to be like a negative checkpoint, now it just shows something different. To be honest, I wasn't a lot under the map since they started deleting my jobs. So basically this location here where you got this weird 1 and a 2, that's exactly their center of the map from where all their coordinates go in all directions basically. I'll quickly show it to you on the pause menu. Over here, this is the center of the map, and this is also exactly where the people always spawn in captures now in this area. So yeah, what happens is that now players, after they die one time, they will not spawn where the creator has set the respawn areas, but they will spawn somewhere here on the ground, meaning that they can't complete the capture, and people will just quit out the job, and it's basically unplayable. Now, of course, a lot of people are devastated about this, especially people that only build captures. For me, it's just like, yeah, they did it again. Like, that's also why this video is so late. You know, I found out about this when the DLC was released and we tried to play one of my wingsuits. It almost affects every single one of my wingsuits also. They did break them all before when they changed, when they blacklisted those coordinates where you can't go below certain coordinates, where they also broke a lot of jobs that just have triggers on the beach, for example, or in the airport at the beach, or up here in the swamps. All those jobs are also affected by Fort Zancudo there. So those jobs were all broken with the just before gun running DLC, the DLC before that, I don't remember. And yeah, we're so used to this already. Rockstar just again and again fucks with the creator community, and I mean, stuff can happen. I've also said this in other videos. Programming is complex, and of course things can go wrong. Unforeseen stuff can happen, that something will have an effect that is not foreseen. But what pisses us off as creators is that they don't, first of all, they don't even acknowledge an issue. And second of all, they're just not going to fix it. They just don't give a fuck, you know? Oh, tens of thousands of capture jobs broken. Yeah, well, who cares? And that's also something I bet I'll get some comments like this. People that are like, well, I don't play capture, so it doesn't affect me. Well, yeah, well, maybe tomorrow it's going to affect something that you do care about, you know? So this is also about solidarity in the creator community. For me, like, captures are also not a big thing. I built some wingsuits. I'll play a wingsuit once a month or once in 2 months. So this also doesn't really affect me in that sense. But I just think it's outrageous that this stuff, first of all, happens, but then again, shit does happen, and that's it just can't happen, you know. But the thing is that they're not going to fix it, and that they don't even acknowledge it. That's just the bad part, you know. Like, they're demotivating so many people here, and I don't know, like, we tried to get to the bottom of this. I also leave a link to our forum there where people are talking about this, what could be causing this. So far there's no real pattern which we could see yet, like what may be causing this. It seems to be random. For some people their respawn areas still work, for most people they don't. Most of the vehicle respawns do still work. So if you have vehicles in your captures where the players respawn in vehicles, those for some reason, most of those work, but some of them also don't. You'll just spawn in the city center. And there's people that had like Shotgun Wooly, for example. He had all of his jobs broken, just like all of them, like that, bam, you know. And I don't know, man. It's just Rockstar gigantic. This might be the biggest fuck up creator-wise, next to Ill-Gotten Gains, where they completely broke everything in the creator, where nothing was possible anymore. But that's one thing, messing with the creator, because it will eventually get fixed after a year or two normally. But this direction they're taking it now, deleting custom jobs from players, you know, because they're trying to go against some money glitch jobs, and in the process they're gonna delete thousands of legit jobs and 10 money glitch jobs, you know, like, I mean, that's just not okay in my opinion. And they're also hurting themselves, you know, because they're just demoting the creator community. Custom content is extremely popular on this game, and we're generating thousands and millions of plays and all these custom jobs, and we're doing it all for free for them, because that's also always an argument you hear. People say, well, yeah, well, the DLC was for free, so you can't expect anything, you can't complain. Yeah, well, we're also creating Stunters for free, you know, like, imagine if they'd have to hire people building all these custom jobs all the time, what that would cost them. So, you know, it's a win-win situation, you know, they benefit, we benefit, it's all good, you know. But in the end, they're also hurting themselves, because there's so much potential in the creator, and Rockstar is just not aware of the tremendous potential. There's so many bugs, especially in the capture creator. Anybody that's been building a capture or that also builds other types and has tried to build a capture will see how broken this capture creator actually is. So yeah, nice one again, Rockstar. If any of you guys have any ideas what might be causing this, or if you have some additional info, I will link our forum post down there in the description, where people are discussing what's causing it, where people are discussing what they're testing here, basically their findings and all of it. But so far, there's nothing we can really pin it down to what's causing this. There's nothing I'm aware of how to fix this. You just move your respawn area, and you'll still spawn down there in the city somewhere, making it impossible to play. So yeah, really big pity, and again, show some solidarity. Also, if you're just a racer, you know, like, tomorrow it'll hit races, you know, and probably they'll fix that quicker, because races are just more appealing to people in general. But we've seen it again and again, you know, they don't care. You know, the people that are making the decisions at Rockstar, they're saying, like, if it doesn't generate a tremendous amount of shark card purchases, we don't care about it, you know. As long as the game somehow works, we'll just push it for new content again and again. So yeah, really a pity again, and again, please don't post the shit, sorry to say it like that, but, well, I don't play any captures, so it doesn't affect me, or I don't like wingsuits, so it's a good thing they broke them, you know. Like, tomorrow it'll hit something. Like, I actually know a guy, you know, like, he had that attitude when they made the changes that you couldn't place triggers below certain coordinates anymore, you know. So if my trigger of my job would be here at the beach, because what happened back then, over there at the docks, under the docks are like all the locations for the interiors, or a lot of locations for interiors. You got the CEO warehouses below the docks here. That's where Rockstar has them in the game file. You got the biker clubhouses and stuff. So people were doing money glitch jobs where they were playing custom jobs, where they would breach under the map here in this area and go in their biker clubhouse, play darts, and then they could somehow duplicate fully customized elegies or something. So of course Rockstar doesn't want people to duplicate cards, because they want to sell shark cards. So they said, okay, everything that's below this coordinate is not allowed anymore, and we'll break those jobs, you know. So yeah, what happened, 10, 15, 20, I don't know, money glitch jobs which were below the map here at the docks got affected by this. And guess what, thousands and thousands of legit jobs that also had triggers below those coordinates, you know. And like I said, I just listed those areas above. For example, if you'd have a trigger here at the side of the airport on the sand, your job is broken. It doesn't matter how many plays it doesn't. If it had 1 million plays, Rockstar now says nope, money glitch job. It fits the criteria for a money glitch job, not playable anymore. So yeah, I actually know a guy that had this kind of attitude, that was talking like this after they broke all those jobs. He was like, yeah, it serves them right, because all that stupid under the map shit, I don't like it anyways, and it's embarrassing if you build under the map and shit, you know. And then later he found out that one of his races was affected because he had a trigger at the beach, and all of a sudden, you know, a big drama. It's so unfair, you know. Like, that's what I said before, you know, tomorrow it can be you. And basically, we're not asking for anything special here. It's just, again and again, they're breaking the jobs. We're just asking them, first of all, to not break it. If they break it, just fucking acknowledge it and fix it. I mean, how hard can it be? This is not going to be like a super intricate patch where they need a fucking developer team to figure this out, you know? Like, there's some kind of bug causing this, that the respawn areas don't work anymore. Fix it, man. You know, you have it fixed in a fucking day. It's not a big issue, you know? So yeah, show some love for the creator scene, especially for the people that only build capture jobs. I really feel with you guys, man. Fucking sucks for everybody. And let's hope this gets to Rockstar's attention and that they care enough to actually fix this again. So yeah, I hope I could provide some useful info there. If you know anything, click on the link in the bottom to our forum and let us know what you basically found out. So yeah, I'm out. Peace.